Hello, 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 and welcome to Rainbows Rising, where we ascend together. I'm your host, Rainbow Raaja, and today I would really like to make this episode a little bit more interactive, get some feedback from you, and just kind of touch base with how your guys' process is, how much of the practices you guys are putting to use. I would love to hear from you, but that is not required. I would just like you guys to kind of consider some of the suggestions, or to kind of follow along if you're able to with what we bring up today. So we are in our third season here with Rainbows Rising. A lot of you have been with me from the beginning. You guys have all listened all the way up to this point. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you have, if you haven't, you should go all the way back and check in with some of those earlier episodes. I do give a lot of hands-on practices, a lot of foundational practices for being able to handle higher stress situations. You know, they're really good coping skills for empaths. And just because I use these skills daily for myself, I would really like to kind of just bring them back, do a little, I guess like a pop quiz in a way. So how many of you guys have been grounding? Do you guys know what grounding is? In one of my earlier episodes, I believe it was called A Solid Start, I gave some grounding practices. And a lot of people don't put aside the time to do a full grounding practice every day. And I don't blame them. I have 2 kids and I have a lot of responsibilities myself. I don't always have the time to sit and do a 30-minute meditation in the morning. But when I do it. But it's not practical, especially if you have a lot of high stress going on, or, you know, if you find that your mind is scattered, you don't always have the patience to sit and ground yourself. Totally understandable. I do have some really, really simple practices to get yourself back in your body, to get your mind focused and centered, and to kind of bring your mood back down if you are triggered, if you're feeling emotionally invested in something, if somebody hurts your feelings, if you're, dealing with a roller coaster ride of different thoughts and racing thoughts about different scenarios in the future or stressors in the past. Grounding really keeps you in your body, really keeps you in the present moment. It is so important to be able to articulate clearly what it is you are expecting from another person, to be able to know what you yourself are aiming for. And it just really, really helps overall with knowing the difference between someone else's moods, their projections of their insecurities, their projections of who they think you are, and thought distortions and limiting belief systems. It keeps you separate from all of those things that can become very overwhelming when you are emotionally invested in them. So the grounding practice that I find to be the most beneficial, something you can literally do at any point in the day, no matter what you're doing, it takes less than a minute, is breathing into your body and bringing all of your attention, all of your focus, all of your awareness on the soles of your feet and holding it there, holding your awareness for as long as you can. Where's the weight distributed? Can you sense below your feet? Can you even get down to your feet? Are you stuck in your knees? Are you stuck in your thighs? If you can't even conceptualize that, where in your body is your soul? Is your soul even in your body? Find your soul. Where is it? Is it floating around? Bring it back down. Bring it down into your heart. Bring it down into your heart. Breathe into it. And allow it to just kind of sink down into your feet. And hold that awareness. Throughout your day, you might lose that awareness. You might even lose it 3 minutes into this practice. The goal is anytime you notice that you have wandering thoughts, you feel a little flighty, maybe you're a little spacey throughout the day. Maybe you noticed, that you just aren't very focused. Bring your attention back to the soles of your feet. Just breathe down. You can do this in line at Starbucks. You can do this on a walk. You can do this on the job. I'm doing this sitting at a very small desk doing this podcast. I'm talking and I'm still able to focus on the soles of my feet. Keeps my mind focused on one thing, delivering the best content to you. So if you don't have time for a full grounding meditation where you're breathing down your body, down into the soles of your feet, imagining roots growing and thickening and twisting down into the soil beneath, getting deeper and deeper and deeper, digging down, 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 all the way to the core of the earth. Being able to absorb some of that energy from our Earth's core and drink it all the way up into your body, all the way up into your feet, allowing your body just to soak in that beautiful earth sap, allowing it to fill you all the way to the top of your head. If you don't have time to be patient with yourself, take yourself through that process, all the way to the top of your head, and even, shooting it out into the universe, connecting with the stars, imagining becoming a beacon and drawing that light back down into your heart. If you don't have time for all that, just pay attention to the soles of your feet. Bring that attention back there. It's so, so, so important. This is foundational practices. If you are an empath and you struggle with boundaries, if you are someone who just cares too deeply for people and it bites you in the butt too much, this is for you. This is seriously like psychic skills 101, empath skills 101. So another practice I just kind of want to bring back. Besides grounding, centering is really important. And that's just finding the middle of you. There's almost like a seam that runs through the center of all of us. And to be able to breathe through that seam, I always start in my heart because that's the easiest place for me to find it. To close my eyes and to breathe into that vast void, empty space within me. And to allow myself, give myself permission to fall into that space. That's the best way that I center myself. But besides grounding and centering, which are foundational practices that I recommend doing daily, shielding, especially for empaths, especially for, super energetically sensitive people who have a tendency of just kind of taking on too much of other people. Create a shield, psychic shield, a ward, whatever you want to call it. Just create a bubble around yourself of the strongest material that you can imagine. Everybody's different. Everybody has the most comforting, the strongest, the most protective substance they can imagine. Something that makes them feel safe. Something that makes them feel invincible. build an entire egg, front to back, side to side, beneath your feet, all the way to the top of your head, encasing you in this substance. Fill this egg with whatever makes you feel safe. Some people like golden light. Some people like white light. Some people don't want to deal with light and just want to deal with rainbows and sparkles and cuddly kittens. Do whatever. Do whatever makes you feel the best. Find whatever makes you feel the most authentically you. Everyone's different. So find what makes you feel happy and safe and protected. Fill that little egg, fill that bubble with your ooey gooey goodness. Do it once, do it twice, do it 3 times. Give yourself a good little Fort Knox around yourself. You won't get as many intrusive thoughts. You won't find yourself saying yes to things you really don't feel like doing. That used to be a huge problem for me. I was a people pleaser. Well, I can tell you I'm not much of one anymore. But when I was, I didn't shield. I didn't set boundaries. These are energetic boundaries. These are ways to tell other people, this is my space. This is me. And I don't want other people controlling my energy. I don't want other people controlling me. When you create your bubble, most likely you will cut cords. You can set that intention when you create a shield that you are cutting toxic cords. You are cutting cords to, even non-toxic people. Sometimes that can be interference for understanding what you need for you. Connecting with people is great. I don't discourage that. But we all need our own private space. We need to know what is authentically us. And cutting cords daily is super, super, super important. And if you're sitting there thinking, this sounds too easy to be true, do it. Just try it. Try it for a week. Daily. Just do it every single day for a week. I promise. Promise you will see a difference. But you have to trust the process. Intention is everything. Intention is everything. Belief is everything. People say we're gods. Well, in a way, we are. If we have the power to create art, we have the power to create people, like little humans. I already talked about that, but we are powerful, powerful people. Even when we're in our darkest moments, so many of us hold out the light that there's something better, and we get through those moments. We go through incredible transformations. I wouldn't be surprised that things were as simple as setting an intention as, this is my space, and I don't want anyone in my space anymore. I want sovereign space. This is me. I want to understand my space better. So set those boundaries. Make your body sacred space. It's a temple. Make it yours. Only let people you want in. So, ground, center, shield. Super, super basic. Really important though. So this brings me to a place where I'm going to challenge you guys. If you are not already doing these practices, if these things are not habitual, if these are not, practices that you do subconsciously, daily, I'm challenging you to do them every day for a week or 2 and just see what happens. See what happens. If you've been following the regimen and doing it this whole entire time, if you've been trying out all these practices and testing them out and seeing change, I would love to hear from you. pull out your phone. Text me. If you are in the United States, text me. You can find my number on my website. You guys can email me, healing@rainbowraaja.love. I would love to hear from you guys. I want to know what your experience is listening to the podcast, what you guys enjoy, what you want to hear more of, if you like music behind these episodes, if you want more guests, if you want more content. I am here for you. We are ascending together. I want to give you guys what is going to support your growth the most. And I care. I genuinely, I really do care. If you guys want more Reiki, if you guys want more, singing light code stuff, let me know. Let me know what is benefiting you. Where do you see the most, the most growth for yourself? What tools are really supporting your development, your growth? So that is my hope, is that you guys will reach out. And if there's really nothing that you can suggest, consider writing a review. I only have 2 on Apple Podcasts right now. And I'd love to hear, from all of you guys and know how you guys are liking the show. It helps people find this podcast and helps them know what to expect, starting to listen to it. I really appreciate all you guys. So I would like to end today with just some Reiki. I'm going to do some Reiki. I'm going to have some music playing in the background. I might sing, but I feel like we all just kind of need a little rejuvenation. So if you're driving, you are welcome just to listen. If you are able to find a spot to lay down, to relax, to just chill, even if you're cleaning your house or something, if you could just take the next couple of minutes here, stop what you're doing, sit down, lay down. This is your time. Give yourself permission to receive this healing. Give yourself permission to receive this energy. And I'm setting the intention that you all receive this energy, that it be for your highest and best good, that it be to support your growth wherever you are on your journey. Okay. Go ahead and take a nice deep breath into your body. Wiggle those fingers, wiggle those toes. Just take notice of any changes. Are you less restless? Are your thoughts calmer? Do you feel lighter? Just notice any changes. Become present in your body. So that was some Reiki. Just wanted to give you guys a nice little reprieve from the chaotic month. I know I experienced a lot of ups and downs this past month, especially with the ancestral work that I was doing on my own. So I'm hoping that you guys can, get a nice little rest from that. Move through any changes that were blocked. Give yourself permission to resolve any old wounds that are coming up for you now. So yes, please ground, please center, please shield yourselves. Take some time to, reach out to me if you have a moment to share your experience with the show, what's working for you, what isn't. And in case you guys didn't know, I did start a Patreon, and I have some custom art, some stickers, and some handmade tarot prints, and some really cool stuff that I'm putting out there on the Patreon. I also have extra bonus content. Should anybody be interested, a healing segment, as well as giving feedback to certain practices and certain episodes of Rainbow's Rising, and what my experience is doing the work from home. So if you guys are interested in supporting the show, if you guys are interested in having access to some of that back end content, go ahead and take a look at my Patreon. And I'm just so honored to have you guys here. This was just me touching base, giving you guys a little Reiki, giving you guys a little love, following up with those foundational practices and checking in, making sure you guys are happy and ascending. And I'm just so grateful you guys are here. I love you guys so much. And it is such a privilege to be on this journey with you. Have a good day. Are you ready to ascend to the next level? This is Rainbow Raaja, your spirit guide calling. Please be sure to keep all arms and legs inside your vessel at all times. I'm just here to remind you to take some time today. Support Rainbow's Rising podcast. Go. Join the Discord community. Check out the Patreon. Get some stickers, custom tarot cards. Check out the merch. The merch. You know you want to. Go connect with Rainbow Raaja. Maybe even get a session. Who knows? Your support helps make this show possible. And she loves to support you. Help support her too. Once again, this is Rainbow Raaja, your spirit guide, guiding you to your ascension.